Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey. Oh my God. Happy Sunday. I'm hoping you had a great day. Whether or not your team won or lost, it was still a great day. Welcome to my live stream event. If you didn't know, the title is Why. I'll tell you why. I'm so glad that you guys are taking time out to spend it with me because time is such a precious commodity. And I am appreciative and grateful that you are taking time out to hang out with me. So be sure to, if you haven't already, click on the link in whether it's in the Facebook group or you're seeing me live on YouTube or my business page. Go ahead and click on the link. That way, if you got something to say, I can see it. I may not be able to hear it, but I can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of seconds for people to just jump on in because believe it or not, I'm nervous over here. Okay. But I'm here for you guys and I'm appreciating that you guys are here for me. Now, you may or may not want to grab a pen and a pencil paper or a book or some stickies because I got stickies to take some notes. Because I would love for you guys to stick around to the end because I have a special gift for one lucky person if you make it all the way to the end. So I'm hoping you'll make it to the end. Now, if you don't get to see this till later, I got you, but you still want to watch it all the way to the end because I got something special again for one lucky person. Now, if you pay attention to the title or the thumbnail, and if I did this right, there was a thumbnail in the beginning. It should have been. Anyway, it should have said why. I'll tell you why. And the reason I came up with that is because if you don't already know, I am an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay. I've been there for 10 plus years, and I'm so happy that I said yes. But in the beginning, I had two questions that were always asked of me, right? Well, in the beginning, there was one, and then the second one rolled up behind it. Okay. So the first question was, and I think I did put a little thumbnail in there that said, at first, they'll ask you why you're doing it. Then they're going to ask you how you're doing it. Okay. So I thought I would kill two birds with one stone by answering both questions. Okay. To let you know why I became a Mary Kay consultant and how you can do the same. Now, that might sound simple. I could say, oh, you can do 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's not really how it happened. Okay. So first I'm going to tell you my why I started, and what made me, do my Mary Kay. And then I'm going to share with you my friend, Mrs. Cab, who's going to give you insight as to why over 2 million, 2 million with a million men and women, yes, we have men, we got some kings out here, Mary Kay, started their Mary Kay business. And then I'm going to tell you how you can start yours. Okay? Okay. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. You guys are coming in. Just go ahead and come on in as you will. All right. So when I started a little over 10 years ago, it was April of 2014. Picture this, April 2014, Washington, D.C. Okay. Anyway, I was planning my wedding and I had been doing a really good job with staying in the budget, or at least I thought so. But right around that time, I was looking at the numbers and the numbers were looking at me and they were not numbering. Okay. They weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And I was freaking out. I was panicking. I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay these people? Are we going to have to go without because we don't have enough money to pay this or do that? I really was freaking out. And so I was really, trying to crunch the numbers and make it work. All right. I had already robbed Peter to pay Paul. And I think the two of them got together and put a hit out on me. I really do. I really do. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now, let's kind of rewind a little bit and talk about my friend. I'd gone to high school with her. She had been in Mary Kay for a while. She was a director and she had been telling me about all the awesome products and, some of the newer things that were coming out. She'd also talked to me about the opportunities, how I can make a little extra money here and there. And this was before I really started wedding planning. Okay. So I knew who she was and what she was doing. And I also knew about the product, okay? Because I, like a lot of women I know, were probably stealing the lotion and the hand cream off the grandma's, dress, the little pink jars and everything else like that. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about, right? Anyway, so I knew about the product. So I would listen to her and everything. But on this particular day, she called me Well, no, she'd called me before, and then I was like, okay, and I'm listening to it. Now, this is back in the day when you actually picked up a phone and called somebody, not the whole, but y'all know what I'm saying. You used your phone for what it was, a telephone. So she calls me up, and I'm like this, hey, girl, hey. She's telling me about the new product, something that, oh, that sounds good. I might have to think I'm going to get some of that. Then she went to talking about the opportunity, starting my own Mary Kay business. Now, while she's talking about the great things that can happen, how I can make some money, all this other kind of stuff, I'm like, girl, yes, that sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. Yes, wow. I think about it. I will. I promise you, I will think about, and I will let you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. I'll talk to you later. That's what I was doing on the other side of the phone. My girl, if you're watching this, I love you, but that's exactly what was going on in the beginning. But on that particular day in April, when you called and you got me on the phone and you were telling me about something, I guess a spring issue or something that was coming out with the spring products and everything else like that, I heard that part. And then you started talking about the opportunity. And as much as I thought I was going to be doing this, I was listening because I needed some extra money. I needed to make some extra money quick. My wedding was coming up in September, and here I am was some dollars short. Now, I reached out to some family, friends, and there was an awesome group of women who stepped up for me. Y'all, I love you. You know who you are. Well, long story short, I said, fine, how much? Whatever I need to do, because I figured that whatever I invested in this business, I was going to get back at least to pay for my wedding. Because like I said, the products are amazing. I mean, I wouldn't like to sell nothing. The products were going to sell themselves. So fast forward to the wedding, which was beautiful, by the way. Okay. I had only told people right after I signed up, I told a few people, I said, well, I started my Mary Kay business. Really? The first thing they asked me was Mary Kay still in what? Yes, Mary Kay still is in business. It's 60 years young now. Okay. But I was like, yes. And then their next question was, well, do they still have? Can I get that from you? And it just started the ball rolling. So I'm making a little money here and a little money there. And I'm telling my husband, hey, wait a minute now. This might have something to it. Because at the end of the day, everything that we needed paid for the wedding was paid for. Honeymoon was already taken care of. I no longer looked for Peter or Paul. And we had money extra left over to spend while we were on our cruise. Okay. So I was thinking, hey, we could do this. So when I got back, I got a little more into it because, y'all, I'm an introvert. I know, Latricia, if you're watching this, you're going to tell me you're not an introvert. Okay, so I am an extrovert with introvert tendencies. Okay. So I was like, I'm not a social butterfly. I don't sell nothing. I'm not a salesperson or anything else like that. But it was something about the mention of Mary Kay and the knowledge of the products that people knew about and wanted to know about that kept the ball rolling. So I was learning more about the product. So when I shared with everybody, then I would know what I was talking about. And let's just say I started making some extra money. I was so excited about that. Time went on. I'm making this money. I'm meeting great people. Then August of 2015 hit. Okay. And that's when my mother passed. That's when my mother passed. And so I was like, what? I mean, that was a blow. And so, I shut down a little bit. I didn't want to be bothered with people. I didn't want to talk to people. None of that. I really didn't. And for the most part, I didn't. Because you know how when people go around and they tell you, oh my God, you look like so-and-so and such and such. You put me in the mind of, you favor so-and-so and such and such, right? Well, when it comes to my mother, okay, I don't just favor her. I don't put you in the mind of or anything else like that. I am her living, breathing twin. You guys are looking at Catherine. Okay, you know me as Tracy, but I know her as Catherine. I know her as mom. All right, I look exactly like my mother, and yes, she was killed. But it was a bittersweet moment because I just lost my mom. So it became hard for me to go through the daily thing, because every morning, I look in the mirror and I see my mother. And it saddened and still does to this day sometimes, saddens me that that's the only way I'm going to see my mother is if I look in the mirror. So I just didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't. I went to work simply because between me and my husband, we had bills to pay. Okay. We wanted to eat. And I thank God for him for being there when I wasn't. Okay. And that was it. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't call nobody. I didn't talk to anybody. And if y'all think I'm talking to y'all now, it was worse then. Because I had to look in the mirror every day and I had to see my mom, and I couldn't really see my mom. So, in my Mary Kay business, what? I just, if my clients didn't reach out to me and say, hey, girl, I need some, I know, but I need, it didn't happen. And I apologize. And I thank you at the same time for being there for me when I wasn't. But like I said, it was really hard right around then. And I just stopped doing all that I could stop doing. Just being sad, really, I was. So one morning I woke up, I looked in the mirror and I saw my mom. And she looked back at me and she said, girl, if you don't get up and get back in the world. Now, I was an obedient child. So I did what she told me to do. Okay. I was like, okay, because our continued conversation, because I heard it here. I really did. But I also heard it in my heart and I heard it in my spirit. And our conversation was such that not only did she tell me I just to get up and get out, she was okay. I was going to be okay. Everything was going to be all right. So I took a deep breath. And from that moment on, I said, let me get back into this whole thing called life. Okay. God's kept me here for a reason. And my mama has sent me a message. Okay. So I got back into it. I went to work with a better attitude, new attitude, ready to hit the ground running. I interacted with my friends more. I went out. My family noticed it more. My personality became the personality that you guys see today. And I just started getting into things. And my Mary Kay business, oh my God. It was there as if I never left. My clients, my customers, they were there for me and they were still here with me. Okay. And my Mary Kay sisters and brothers, oh my goodness. I've met some amazing people in this business, but some of those people are closer to me than my bathwater siblings. And I love that. So let's fast forward to 10 years later. I'm still here. I'm still loving what I do. So I do what I love. Do I love the extra money? Let's not get it twisted. Yes, I do. But what I love more is being able to change the lives of other people, even if it's as simple as finding the right skincare, the right look for work, or a glam night out, or or something they want to put in the bathroom. Like, do they want to use the regular HelloFresh, or do they want the Shea stuff? Whatever it is I can do that could bring a smile on their face and keep them happy, then that's exactly what I do, and I love doing it. So I have come in for one reason and stayed for a plethora of others. I love what I do, and I do what I love, and I've been in here for 10 plus years. So that's my why. That's why I started my Mary Kay business. Now, I want to introduce you to my friend, Mrs. Cab. She is going to give you better insight as to why over 2 million, that's right, I said it, 2 million, with a million people have started their Mary Kay business, men and women. Yes, we have kings out there in Mary Kay, just so y'all know. Okay. 2 million plus. So I'm going to give you her take as to why people start their Mary Kay business. Now, if you got a pen and a piece of paper right about now, this might be where you might want to take some notes, because remember, you need to stay to the end to be eligible for the special gift that I have. One lucky person, but you need to stay to the end. Okay, so let's talk Mrs. Cab. We'll spell it out first. M-R-S, Mrs. C-A-B, Cab. Okay, simple, real quick. So let's start at the beginning. M. M stands for money. Did you know that the Wall Street Journal said that the people in Mary Kay are the highest paid people in America? And that's because we make 50% of everything we sell. And because our products are consumable, people are going to use them up and then they're going to throw them away. They're going to need some more. So you're going to make 50% off the sale, the resale. Do the math, y'all. Do the math, which also makes us the highest commission-based home business. I'm just saying. I ain't bragging. I'm just saying. Okay. So why would you be interested at least even a little bit, in a career that lets you control the amount of money that you can earn, right? Right? Because there's several avenues of income within Mary Kay. I'm not going to go through all of those. I'm not going to go through them right now. But there are, when I say there are levels and several levels of avenues of income in Mary Kay, there's a lot. Okay. So whether you're looking to make $50 a week or $1,000 a month, right? You and what you earn, that potential is up to you. It is all up to you. And who wouldn't need $50 a week? Okay, that's gas money. Okay, if you're me, that's lunch money for the week. And I'm only in the office 3 days out the week, y'all. 3 days out the week. And $50 can go a long way toward making sure I eat what I want to eat for lunch. Okay? $1,000 a month. Come on, y'all. If you know me, if you follow me, you know I love to cruise. Where do you think that $1,000 a month is going? I'm just saying what you earn is up to you. So M is for money. Okay, you got that? R is for recognition. Now, Mary Kay is a business dedicated to praising women and their successes. All right. Every year there's a great big show called Seminar where that recognition really comes full force. I mean, think the Oscars, Emmys meets Mary Kay. Ball gowns, cars on the stage. It's amazing. Okay. And I love going. I love going. So that is something to look forward in itself. So when was the last time your company or even your family, I'm sad to say, has recognized you for a job well done? All right. Now, if you're lucky enough to have one of those bosses or whatever, supervisor come down, pat you on the back, say, job well done, you're good, and gives you more than the gold watch at the end of your retirement. You know what I'm saying? Then you're blessed. But most of us, we go through every day doing what we do, and some of us going above and beyond and not really getting the recognition that we deserve. Okay. But in Mary Kay, you are recognized for everything you do, whether they're going to give you a diamond ring, and I do mean a real diamond, not a summer diamond. You know what a summer diamond is? Summer diamond, summer not kind of ring. Okay. You can wear a ribbon, a sash, a crown, words of praise, which are really greatly appreciated, especially for me. Little quick story. Once I started my Mary Kay business, and I'm learning, and I'm going out and I'm doing these parties. I went out to do a party, and there were 4 women there. 4 women, and I was excited and nervous at the same time because do I know enough? Can I get it right? I did the party. I got names and numbers, and I made a sale, y'all. I made a sale. Guess what I did? I sold. Are you ready for it? 1 lip gloss. 1 lip. Y'all, I already know what you're thinking, but I was excited about that because I spent the whole presentation with my knees knocking and trying not to stutter and a little. Okay. But I sold a lip gloss. And in the very beginning on my way home, and I had to catch the bus home. Okay. Because we only had 1 car and the hubs needed to get to work. Anyhow, I hold on. I sold that 1 lip gloss. So I called my awesome, super bad, all day long director, Latricia Rango. Love her. Now, I don't know whether she came up with this nickname for me then, if it came somewhere down the line. It's just that she calls me that so often that but it might have started then. But she answers the phone and she says, "How did the party go, my Tracy PC?" She calls me Tracy PC. And it was just that moment that I realized, wow, I only sold 1 lip gloss. So I told her I sold a lip gloss. She was celebrating, woohoo! I mean, as if I had sold lip gloss to the entire East Coast. Okay. So I was like, okay. And she was happy. And I could tell she was sincere with it because that's just the kind of person that she is. Her love is real. You hear what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, okay. And then she said, but what really cemented what I believe was her sincerity in her celebration of that 1 lip gloss was that she said, if you did it once, you can do it again. You can do it better because I have faith in you. I believe in you, Tracy PC. I was done. I was like, okay, well, I can't wait till my next party because now I know I'm going to do better than a lip gloss. I'm going to do more because she believed in me. And just so you know, side note, my husband, I think they was on the same sheet of music the whole step of the way because he, to this day, will tell me, I already know you can do it. You've done it before. You can do it again. I've heard you talk to these women. I've heard you train these women. I've heard you do what you do. You know what you're doing. So if you did it once, you can do it again. You can do it better. Did they talk to each other? In any case, I was excited about it. So I kept going and I kept going. And just because of the recognition, I was happy with what I was doing and what I was doing with my business. Well, let's go to the next one. S, which stands for self-confidence and personal growth. Now, y'all remember I said I was an introvert, okay? Right? So I might be an extrovert, introvert tendencies, but I was an introvert, which means I was not out there in the streets. I'm not a social butterfly. I talk to a small circle of people for the most part. But as I was doing my business and going to these parties and meeting these people who were booking more parties, and I'm a woman of my word, so I'm going to go to these parties, I got to get more self-confident. I was like, okay, I got this. And they could just see my sales. And I was like, yes. And that's because I learned the products. I had faith in the products because I already know they're amazing. Okay. And all I did was share what I know with other people that I did, So I was like, okay, so I'm not really selling this. I'm just sharing it because I'm just a consultant, right? But I was having a great time and I became more confident in who I am and what I had to offer to these women, giving them what they were looking for as far as skincare, because I'm supposed to be the one that knows, right? So I made it my business to know. And I just became more confident. My self-esteem grew. My personal growth helped my professional growth, both in and out of my Mary Kay business and at work. I became a stronger person all around. So I'm loving that. Okay. Then there is C. Now, I think you already know what the C stands for, right? Because every time I say the word Mary Kay to somebody outside, the first thing they think about is, and I know that's what they're thinking, some people have already said it, about the little old lady in the pink Cadillac. The men especially like, are you getting your Cadillac? I tell them I'm on my way. But that's what they're thinking. And yet, you're not far from right, okay? So, Mary Kay has a career car program, right? And you're like, what is that? Well, it might be easier if I ask you this. When's the last time you earned at your job the use of a career car? Free. You don't have to pay nothing. Right. You don't have to pay nothing. Well, in Mary Kay, you can earn the use of a career car. And you can do that at both the consultant level, where we all start, or the director levels. Okay. You can earn the use of a car, which means you can walk into a dealership once you reach that level, sign those papers, get the keys, get your little party on, because it is a car party, and then drive home. Having paid no down payment, you're not paying any car note, and Mary Kay is paying up to, I think, pays 84% of your car insurance. So it's practically free, and you're driving it, and it's going to look good. Okay? It's going to look good, right? Now, let's just say you don't need another car in your driveway and or garage. Okay, maybe you already got a Mercedes or an Audi out there sitting in there, and you ain't got nowhere to park another car. Well, guess what? You can get the cash equivalent of the car note instead of the car, and that ranges anywhere between $425 and $900 a month. You can use that money to go ahead and pay on the car note of the car you already got in the driveway. Come on now, which leaves you extra money to do whatever you want to do with. You following me on that? You got the math on that one? Amazing. Now, this season's car, if I'm thinking about it correctly, because I don't have it in front of me, is the Grand Achiever level. That's the first car. Okay, that's the first car as you're going up and building your business, building a team and everything else like that, right? You can earn the use of a Chevy Trax. And we ain't talking about 2-3 years old. We're talking current year car. Is what you're going to get, right? The Chevy Trax is the Grand Achiever right now. Used to be a Cruze and a Malibu, but it's the Chevy Trax right now. Then there is the Premier Club, and I believe that is the Chevy Equinox. Okay. If you already got an Equinox, you already know. But if you need a new Equinox, you already know what to do, right? And then, of course, there's the pink Cadillac. Pink Cadillac. Like I said, you can start earning these cars from the time you sign your agreement until the time you earn that car. All right. It's not, what I'm saying is you don't have to be at the tippity tip top to get a pink Cadillac. Okay. I'm just saying. Those are the cars that are in rotation right now. Right? Right. So you can choose to drive the company car, or you can get the cash compensation instead. Like I said, ranging from $425 a month up to $900 a month. You choose. It's up to you. The next letter is the A, advantages and advances. Now, I'm going to talk about the advantages, but very little, because number one, I'm not a tax attorney, nor do I play one on TV. Okay. But you, as a home business owner, can write off a percentage of your expenses that you use doing your business, such as your lights, heat, mortgage, the computer, the internet, your cell phone. If you're buying clothes to go to a special event or an event with Mary Kay, you can write that off. Travel, if you got to travel to get to like the career conferences, seminar, okay, you can write that off. I can't tell you what the certain percentages are or the exact amounts are, because again, I'm not a tax attorney, so I can't delve into that. All I can tell you is I look forward to tax season because I love the benefits. Okay. Then there are the advancements. All right. So have you ever worked really, really hard for a company and been passed over for a promotion? Or worse yet, thinking you're in line for a promotion only to find out that you're going to be training the person that they're going to put in that position? Well, in Mary Kay, you advance at your own pace. Nobody's going to rush you. Nobody's going to push you down the line, right? And the opportunity for advancement is unlimited. Like I said, we all start at the level of beauty consultant. But if you want to move up the ladder, make a little more money, meet more people. Suppose you got a buddy you want to bring with you. She's going to be on your team. You want to be a senior consultant now. Or you want to be, you got 2-3 people on your team. You want to hit red jacket, right? Red jacket, that's a status right there. That's a milestone. Or you say, you know, I'm liking this and I think I want to do this full time, maybe. I'll build a bigger team. I'm going to become a director. I got director in my blood, okay? It's unlimited. You can advance as far as you can possibly go at your own pace. Nobody's pushing you. There is no timeline to do that. And since we have no territories, okay, no territories, you can sell to anybody in person, online. With, you know, with technology the way it is, social media, you can reach as far across from where you live to across the United States. I myself have clients in North Carolina, Ohio, Chicago, Indiana, Texas, did I say California, Jersey? I mean, I've got them all over the place. I've got team members I know in Ohio. Okay. So it's like, wow. And nobody can tell me I can't do that, right? So there's no territory. So you can build your business and your client list in person, online, across the US. Okay. All right. There's that. And now we're going to say B. Be your own boss and love the flexibility of it all. Okay. Since there are no required minimums that you have to sell, nobody's going to say, "Oh, you short a few dollars, so you need to get out there." No, anybody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Okay. You're free to move at your own pace. You can establish your own schedule, your own work hours. And can you go into your job and do that? Can you go into your job and say, you know what? I have given you guys 3 hours of my day. I am going home. 1 or 2, maybe 3 things are going to happen. You can go home, but you're going to be using leave that you probably wanted to save for a vacation. Okay, to go home on. Or believe it or not, that's my sensor that's trying to tell me that it's over. Anyway, so it's use your leave, or you just go home, leave without pay, or maybe they give you a little cardboard box saying if you want to go home so bad, let's pack it up, sister, and get going. Okay, you don't want that to happen. But with Mary Kay, you could just imagine having the freedom of being self-employed. I mean, having the time to, especially if you have kids, be home to send your kids off to school. Be home to take them off the bus, give them that afternoon snack, get them ready for dinner. Okay, you can be there saving some money on daycare. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Work when you want to. Go on your vacation. Not have to worry about asking your boss, can you take leave? The flexibility of being your own boss is amazing. Now, I hear you. I hear you barking, big dog. Okay. I do have a job. I work 9 to 5. I have a 9 to 5er. I tell people I would do my day job 9 to 5, but from 5 to whenever I lay my head down at night, I'm working my Mary Kay business. Am I upset about that? No, because that part of my day is so much fun. Now I do like my job. Let's not get it twisted. But I love my Mary Kay, and I love looking at an email that says you got a personal website order that needs to be processed, or I get a phone call or a text and say, "Hey, girl, I need." And I got night owls. I got night owls. They like to shop online at night. Okay? There have been many nights where I have been in the bed, plumped up with my popcorn, soda, sunflower seeds, whatever it is I'm snacking on, not supposed to be snacking on. And I'm looking at the phone, it's 10:30, and somebody says, "Girl, I know it's late, but I'm going to need some more of my cleanser." I got you. I will get out of my bed, go all the way upstairs, pack it up so it can be ready to go for the mailman the next day. I love that because that means somebody's getting what they need. I'm dropping it off after work. I'm shipping it from my home. There's so many different ways to be my own boss, and I'm absolutely loving that. Okay. So now I've told you about how I started, why I started my Mary Kay business. I've introduced you to my friend Mrs. Cab, and she's giving you some enlightenment on why over 2 million men and women have started their own Mary Kay business. Now, let me tell you how easy it is to start yours. You've heard enough, and you're like, "Oh, okay, wait a minute. Tell me more." Okay, there's an easy way to start. You can start with the eStart. Okay, that's the first step in starting your Mary Kay business, the eStart. It includes business essentials to help you get started. It's got some brochures in there. It's got access to your website free for 1 year. It's got free apps. Oh my God, the apps are amazing that you can take on the go because we don't go nowhere without our phones. Okay, how amazing is it that you can run your business from your phone that's in your hand anyway? Okay. Online step-by-step education. Just go into your back office, click education, and go for it. Learn, and you'll be surprised at what you can learn in with the online education. Many digital tools and marketing resources that'll help you get you and your business out there. And of course, there's customer support. And best of all, there is the support from your recruiter, your director, your national, your Mary Kay sisters and brothers that'll help grow your business, help you move forward if you get stuck or something, right? I'm loving that. That is only $35. That's the eStart, right? You're going to get the brochures, you're going to get a few little samples, just so you have something on hand to give out to some people if you happen to be talking to them, right? Then there is the Pro Start. The Pro Start. Okay, now. This one right here has everything you need to hit the ground running at a great pace. All right. It's got full size retail products in there, full size of things like the Miracle Set in both the normal to dry and combination oily is in there. You'll get a full size charcoal mask. My favorite, by the way. You'll get mascaras. You'll get CC creams. You'll get that amazing eye makeup remover, full size, is in there. Okay. You'll also get mirrors and trays and a binder that if you don't know how to throw a party, okay, because we're getting back into the face-to-face around the kitchen table the way Mary Kay wanted us to do it, flip the binder. And if you can read, you can have a party. That's as simple as it is. A lot of full-size stuff. And it's going to come in this beautiful black tote that you can carry with you. Okay. That's the Pro Start. And that one is only $90. Pump your brakes. I hear you. But what you don't realize is inside that tote is over $400 in product and supplies that you're going to need to get that you can use to get your party started, to get your business started. $400+, and you're only going to get it for $90 plus tax and shipping. Y'all can't tell me that's a deal. Trust me. If you shopping on TikTok, Temu, or Shein, you already know. That's a deal right there. $90 for something that's valued over $400 is going to help you build your business. You're going to get it back just by selling a couple of the things in the bag. Okay. Now, if you want to kind of like customize and add to either the eStart for $35 or the Pro Start for $90, you can add the eStart Plus. And what that is, it's a lot of different samples, more of the samples of the Time Wise, more of the charcoal mask samples, lipstick, mascara, even the repair kit, is a sample in there. So that when you run into those try before you buy people, you can pass that on to them. Like when I'm out and about, I carry a few of these with me. This is my little goodie bags, right? Okay, you see they got the little eyelashes. I got that from Amazon. So little bags. And I keep it here. It's got a hand cream. It's got one of the miracle sets in here, piece of chocolate, my business card, and I give it out. Talking to some people as we're chit-chatting, whether we're talking about the price of bacon or watermelon, which is what I found myself talking about with the lady in the store the other day. In any case, I pass those out. So you can make little bags to pass out if you have the eStart Plus. Add them to either one. I will say that if you start with either the 35 eStart or the $90 Pro Start, you got about 15 days to add the eStart Plus. Okay? Okay? Otherwise, you're going into your back office and you're doing it from there. No problem either way. All right? So that's how you can start. You can go to your favorite consultant's website or the link that she might be leaving in the comments or something like that. Yeah. And then we could take it from there. I myself would love to have you on my team. My team is called Phoenix Rising. And of course, that's exactly what we're doing. We are rising. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, that's how easy it is. And that's how inexpensive it is to get started on your own business. Get your little side hustle on. Now, if you've been with me all this time, this past 36 minutes, I'm appreciating you. I really am. I'm so glad that you stayed this long. Okay. Now, I said stay to the end because one lucky person would be able to get something special from me. And all you got to do is answer a question. One question. After hearing everything that I told you about why I started my Mary Kay business, after being introduced to Mrs. Cab and finding out why over 2 million people started their Mary Kay business, and you found out how easy it is for you to start your Mary Kay business. All right. I got a question for you. All right. On a scale from 1 to 10, when it comes to starting your own Mary Kay business, scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being no, wait, I'd rather chew rocks and eat mud pies. I'm not selling nothing. I'm not doing that. I might be a customer. Maybe I'll hold a party, but nope. Or 10, between 1 and 10, with 10 being, okay, wait a minute. You didn't tell Mary Kay you didn't say that Mary Kay was Mary Kay like that. Where do I sign? How do I start? What do I do? Okay. So from a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you're eating dirt and rocks and making your dentist rich, or 10, you're ready to get started. You're ready to hit the ground running because you want to change not only your life, but the lives of others. Okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, don't put no 5. I'm going to ask you nicely. Please don't put a 5. I don't know what to do with a 5. I mean, because that's like the middle of the road. You're either on one side or the other. I don't know what to do with a 5. So don't put a 5 in there. Okay? Don't put a 5 in there. All right? No 5s. Okay? Just saying. So go ahead and write those numbers down, put them in the comments, direct message me. I'm going to see them. Now, I realize that a lot of you are probably not at home. You're out watching your games or whatever like that. And you might not see this till later. I get it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody a chance to go ahead and watch this, but you got to watch it to the end. Okay, and they're not going to know that unless they watch it to the end. Then I'm going to take all those numbers, all those answers, and I'm going to put them on a nice big wheel at 6:45 tomorrow. And at 7, I'm going to twist the wheel. And one lucky person is going to win something very special from me. And yes, it's tangible. You can put your hands on it. You can use it. Okay, and you're going to absolutely love it. Okay, so go ahead, rate from 1 to 10. Where you are on starting your Mary Kay business. Drop the answer down below and stay tuned tomorrow. I'll probably just drop a quick live in, a quick video in to show you who won and what they want. I've already picked it out, what they want. So having done that, I want to say thank you guys again for taking time to be with me tonight. I'm sorry if I went over just a few minutes longer than I wanted to. I just want to make sure that I share with you my why and my how. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's get ready for a fantastic week because it's going to happen. So you're going to have a great week on purpose, right? And in the meantime, in between time, until I see you guys again, thank you so much for being with me tonight. And I hope I answered all your questions. And I'll see you next time. Love you much. Bye.